New Zealand, absolutely unbelievable culture, history, incredible landscapes, huge towering mountains. Whether it's bungee jumping, skydiving, whale watching, the coastlines rock, beautiful, big waves, surfing. The sea is abundant, full of fish, waterfalls that will blow your mind. Looking down on this country, you're amazed with its vast diversity. New Zealanders are full of adventure. They live life to the fullest. The wildlife is untouched, unspoiled. New Zealand is the youngest country on Earth, the last major landmass to be discovered. It has a rich and fascinating history, reflecting both Maori and European heritage.
I'd never been to New Zealand, so I really didn't know what to expect. And when we got there, we were just so surprised. I mean, such a beautiful country. Green rolling hills and waterfalls and just awesome.
Comparable in size to Great Britain, Colorado, or Japan, New Zealand has a population of only about 4 million, making it one of the world's least crowded countries. It's a haven for those seeking peace, rejuvenation, and relaxation, as well as a playground for thrill seekers and adventurers. A temperate climate with relatively small seasonal variation makes it an ideal year-round holiday destination. When I think of New Zealand, I think of three things. I think of beautiful people with smiles on their faces. I think of an amazingly gorgeous country full of big, huge mountains, green fields, tall trees, and I think of great fishing. So get ready for another real adventure from the beautiful Bay of Islands in northern New Zealand.
Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud, New Zealand.
You know, no matter where you're fishing, one of the key things is bait, you know, along with your sharp hooks and everything else you have to have, but bait is key. And we went out, it was no different in New Zealand. We had to run out and we started live baiting in the morning, managed to fill our well, which we knew if we managed to get a bunch of live baits, we figured it was going to be a good day of fishing.
That's a nice looking bait right there.
Sweet. We got some mackerel coming through underneath the pilchards now, guys.
Hamish, you can tell as soon as you get on the boat, you know that this guy's been fishing this area his entire life. He can look out and say, oh yeah, mate, we got a south wind, bait's gonna be around the other side of the island. And you know what, when you're fishing for these kingfish, the essential item is live bait. Hamish knows where it is, whether it's a high tide, low tide, incoming, outgoing, south wind, north wind, whatever. He knows where the bait is.
Another morning in paradise.
Can't we just call Target and get, hey Robbie, can I get a couple dozen? Yeah, oh, New Zealand. Oh, it's gonna be a little extra. Here they come, get them, Rob.
Listen to how aerodynamic they are when they hit the water. Got him.
Lovely New Zealand morning and we're out here fishing. We loaded up our bait well. Beautiful morning, the wind laid down for us. It was blowing pretty good. And now it's just laid down and it's gorgeous. Oh, it's a nice big snapper. These fish are absolutely excellent eating right here. Nice snapper, first thing, way to start the morning. Great big snapper. Look at that, killer fish.
Nice start to a morning. We could tell, you know, by the way the baits were eating this morning that it was gonna be pretty good. Up here working his popper on top. We're still probably about 6, 7, 8 miles from where we're gonna fish for the kingies today, but it's a great time, and can't wait to see what the rest of the day holds. People ask me all the time, because I spend so much time on the road, Rob, where's the most beautiful place you've ever been? Hands down, it's New Zealand.
We've just come out here, we're in the Bay of Islands off the coast of New Zealand, right here off of Cape Britt. When we got to New Zealand, we weren't really sure what we were going to be fishing for, but they said primarily the catch was going to be these kingies, which they call kingies, which is basically a yellowtail kingfish. And what a great fighter. Kind of likened it to a like an amberjack, you know, had a really good fight like an AJ.
There we go.
Got him on, out of the rigger.
Live lining him here. A yellowtail in New Zealand is commonly referred to as a kingy. And buddy, let me tell you, this is a fantastic fish. They are off the chart when it comes to fighting. We caught them on poppers, we caught them on butterfly jigs, we caught them on live bait, I caught them on a flat line, I caught them on the bottom. But the one common thread was that when they hit, you know you got a hit. I knew that bait couldn't swim around there too long without getting smashed.
Grant Sinclair with Air New Zealand has got him on good here, our guest. There she comes. All right, it's a kingy.
Oh, nice one.
Nice kingy, Grant.
Here we are, butterfly jigging, live baiting. Doesn't get any better than this. Traveling, good friends, making television, catching fish.
Rob's got a good one there. That's a keeper, baby.
Easy.
That's a keeper kingy right there, all the way. Dez is getting a bite. Push up your drag, mate. Got him on, Cappy. Doubled up on these kingies here, right off of Cape Britt, off the coast of New Zealand. Aboard the Iki Nui, which is Hawaiian for big fish. Oh yeah, big fish is right. Iki Nui's one of the Blue Sea charter boats, one of the 4 in the fleet. If you're gonna be in the New Zealand area, give them a call. I tell you what, these are good fish. I tell you what, if we had fights like this yet, Rob, these are...
No, this is definitely the nicest fish I've caught so far. Mine's closest right here. I'm just gonna reel him right to the gaff right here. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth. Good deal. Nice work. Pretty fish.
Oh, that's a stud. That's the biggest one we've seen.
The Bay of Islands. Doesn't get any better than this. Book yourself a trip here, Haruru Falls Resort. People there are great. They'll cook you a beautiful meal. Got a nice room, comfortable bed, nice boat, professional captain and crew. Does not get any better than this. No matter what they say, I really believe in sharpening your hooks. Like this is a offset mustad hook, and it's you know, it's sharp, but I like it to really bite. So I get a good file, hit that point. You come all the way across the world to catch fish. You got to make every bite count. And to make every bite count, you apply the rule that you're only as strong as your weakest link. There he is.
There he is.
Just
Go,
look at
baby, go get him. He's probably not as big as we've seen, but it's still a good fish, nevertheless.
This is that Shimano twin disc. I want to just show you guys something. We're gonna crank the drag here. I mean, this thing has horsepower. Oh man.
Not a real big one, but you can definitely put the boots to him.
When we were in New Zealand, the action was fast and furious. We caught a pile of fish. And you know what? We brought quite a bit of that home with us to eat, but we only needed so much. And when we had caught enough, we started letting them go. Look at that. That's just like old Bill Dance right there, boy. We're out here off New Zealand. Got my 12-pound spinning rod here.
Give him a kiss, Bill.
I got my 12-pound spinner. We're catching yellowtail kingfish on the chartreuse Snagler Sally with the double hook.
Snagler Sally.
Snagler Sally, and
Snagler Sally.
I had that old bowhog frog there. I jigged this sucker twice out that coontail grass. He came out, boy, look, that mouth looked like a 5-gallon bucket. But
oh, he slipped him some tongue.
That's what dreams are made of.
There's something very wrong with that boy. Henry's got him on. He's getting jiggy with that jig.
There he is. I think I just hooked a sea creature. I've got about 18 pounds of drag on this fish, it feels like. It's nice knowing you got good gear, and I do. Ooh. New Zealand's known for having monster yellowtails. I think I got a good one right now. Awesome watching them take out that drag, you know, burn it off there. Then you realize you gotta reel it all back in. Here's my fish right here.
These are getting bigger by the moment, these fish.
There you go.
Nice fish.
Nice fish, hot diggity.
Hold on.
Look at that.
I'll tell you what, pound for pound, these babies pull pretty darn good.
Watch out.
Now that is a good kingy. That's probably the kingy of the trip so far. We got just a monster. God, I love it. Thanks, Cappy.
Good day. Oh, Rico.
New Zealand. Come to New Zealand, catch your own kingy. Give them a spank, baby. Spank you very much.
I had a fantastic time over there. I'd eaten yellowtails in California before, but I had never had yellowtails the way they make them. The New Zealanders, the Kiwis, they're magicians when it comes to smoking fish. And I remember catching these fish and throwing them on ice and filleting them out, and they would take the heads and split the heads, and they would smoke the backbones and the tails and the fillets. They would soak it in a brine with brown sugar and salt and who knows what else. But let me tell you something, when that fish came out of the smoker, just the aroma, you knew you were about to bite into something that was good.
Freshly smoked fish, you just cannot beat it.
We've gone high definition, next is smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Soon to be followed by taste-o-vision. You know, when we travel, you never know what you're gonna see. And when we were in the back of the boat fishing, I'm catching kingfish and Mike's catching a kingfish, and Hamish yells out, "Look over there." Well, I look and it's a huge sunfish. I'm like, no way. Well, the water is freezing cold, but I didn't care. I just grabbed my video camera real quick, mask and fins, and jumped in the water. And I was kicking as hard as I could without spooking the fish. But as I got close, oh man, it was cold green water, but I could see that big shape. How awesome was it to jump in the water and see a big, huge mola or sunfish? You know what? That's just one more memory that I'll keep in my head for the rest of my life.
Grant's got one on here, a good one. Is it easier to handle all the sales and marketing for Air New Zealand than it is catching fish, or what?
It's a hell of a lot more fun catching fish.
Yeah, good answer, good answer. These guys really give you the business, these kingies. Good fish here. We've got a bunch of really nice big ones, and so we don't really want to take any chances hurting these little guys, especially when he's hooked right in the corner, the way these circle hooks are meant to perform. Did a great job there, Grant. We'll go ahead and get this fish back in the water here quickly. All right, let him go. Pretty work, Cap. Thanks a lot. Got a good fish here. These kingies really give you a good pull. Henry's giving this one the business. He's turned his head a little bit. He's starting to come up, and he's realizing who's boss. Just like Henry realized when Jan had him hooked up.
I'm not married, my wife is.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so you're not married, but your wife is. We might have to try and figure that one out. Good fishing aboard the Ikanui here, off the coast of New Zealand, with our cameraman, Ikapuki. Need the Puki. He comes straight from a small island off of the Hawaiian coast called the I Don't Feel Too Well, and his name is I Need the Puki. Abachaka, the almighty Chunda.
Now we're sitting here and it's just starting to rain a little bit. Dropping these live baits down. I went from fishing with the Torsa and I picked up the Stella, the spinning rod. Oh, hold on. There he is, right there. Nice fish. Oh my God. I was fishing close to the bottom too. Oh,
Horse them up here, baby.
No, you gotta use some drag when they're down there close to the bottom.
Breathe through your eyelids.
Man, when they're close to the bottom, you gotta have some horsepower. And this Stella with this trevally rod brings it. I got him up off the bottom now. I think I can ease up a little bit.
Here he comes.
Wow. There he is right there. How awesome is that? Fish that just gives you that much action, just crushes your bait and fights you tooth and nail all the way to the boat, and then you grab hold of him, take the hook out of his mouth, and then let him go, and you watch that fish swim away. You know what? That's what it's all about. That fish is gonna be able to grow up, get bigger, spawn, and reproduce another year. And you know what? He did his job, you did yours. So if you're out fishing offshore, once you've got enough for dinner, take care of your fish. Try not to keep them out of the water too long. Try not to handle them too terribly much. And get them in the water, revive them, and let them go. You know what? You'll be glad you did. You know, traveling with Real Adventures, we've got a great guy, Jeff Aderman. He's the producer, he's the main camera guy, he's got about 50 jobs, but you know what? Jeff loves to fish, and anytime he gets a chance, he picks up a rod. Well, we had already had plenty of footage for this show, and Jeff runs downstairs and grabs the Stella on the trevally rod with a little Yozuri popper, and he fires it out there. Well, I just pick up the camera and start shooting, and man, pop, pop, boom, dude, this kingfish nails it. I was stoked for him. So he's fighting the fish, and he gets it all the way in. Well, he was gonna let the fish go anyway, but he goes to grab the fish. Sure enough, man, it's got him hung up in the shirt, about got him hung in the skin, but luckily the fish, while hooking him, unhooked himself and jumped back in the water. So as much as Jeff likes fishing, I'm gonna testify that I think he's a little bit better with the camera than he is with a fishing pole. Not taking anything away from anywhere else, but whenever I think of the most beautiful place on earth, without a doubt it's New Zealand. The people there were special. The tall, towering mountains, that rocky coastline, there's nowhere on earth more beautiful than New Zealand, and I cannot wait to get back.